Family, 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 family. Once again, this is KD, Real Talk with KD Unfiltered. All right, let's talk about this real quick. You know, we're on the weight loss journey. So, first and foremost, let me say this: 140 to 100 grams of protein per day is what you should strive to get to. Now, flip side of it, you don't have to hit that high end every day in order to lose weight. Just don't. But I'm going to keep on giving you all these nuggets, talking about it, because we're going to hit all this together. I don't know what your goal is. Mine is about 10 to 15 pounds. But, I know eating right is the way you got to get there. You got to do some cardio, but you also have to do some kind of strength training, meaning like some simple curls, getting these arms right, simple things like that. Now, couple of things. Why does eating proteins help weight loss? Because there are so many types of different things that different people say. Again, remember, I'm not a nutritionist, nor am I a doctor. I'm just telling you what has worked for me. You know how we do it during the wintertime, fall, we kind of slip, eat whatever instead of sticking to the plan. We got to stick to the plan, regardless of what time of year it is. But protein helps. Number one, it keeps you full longer. Now, we've all talked about it. Man, I ate that filet yesterday, this steak and whatever, but it hadn't digested yet. Man, when I'm gonna see the digestion? So, but we do understand that red meat, steaks, it digests slower than carbs. But what it does, it helps reduce craving, snacking, overeating. So those three things right there. That's what it does. Yes, we know it takes a long time for that red meat to digest. But there's a pro and a con. Pro-con. Okay. The next thing is protein helps preserve muscle. So when you're going about losing weight, protein helps protect the muscle while your body burns the fat. So think of it like this. Here's fat right here. Here's the protein. When you're doing a whole lot of carbos, meaning walking on the treadmill, walking around your where you live or whatever, putting your steps in. This is what it's doing right here. It's eating this. But you need the protein to protect the muscle that you're burning the fat content. And I have a video to show you later exactly what I'm talking about. How fat, protein, how they combine with one another. The next thing is it stabilizes hunger. Many of you are, come on, we eat, then next thing you know, we hungry again. But what we must understand, even when you're hungry again, we don't eat to get stuffed. That's a miserable day. We eat to get satisfied. So high protein meals, what that does, it reduces blood sugar spikes when it's going up and down. Protein does that. So it helps where you ain't getting spikes and crashes. Just like drinking coffee, which I don't. I don't drink coffee. You know, you on that high of what the coffee did, and then all of a sudden, boom, you done crash because you go to all these different places, and then they putting all the sugar in there and all that. Oh, and it's so good. But how many of you all? I mean, tell me now. Comments are most certainly welcome. This is what I want. Do you like the sugar you put in, or do you actually like the coffee? Because next, it burns. We're talking about protein now. It burns more calorie during digestion. More calorie is being burned. So therefore, your body uses more energy digesting protein compared to fats and carbs. Because that protein is what your body is working off of. So what we'll do, we'll talk about different type of proteins. Now, understand, when you embark on this with me, this journey, one would say, oh, it's so expensive, but actually it's not that expensive. You can get some salmon, or you can go to Walmart or Kroger, get some whatever piece of chicken. When we're talking about, budget wise, get you some thighs. You like the skin? Get skin. I like the skin. I used to not like eating dark meat at all. But after eating and preparing thighs, it was almost like I was eating a breast. I mean, because it was so juicy. But that was my, negligence over the years. I just didn't eat dark meat. I still don't like the drumstick, but I do like that. So, best protein foods for weight loss. Lean animal proteins. Chicken breast, turkey breast, tuna, salmon, shrimp, egg whites, whole eggs, lean ground turkey, lean beef, Greek yogurt, non-fat or low-fat, cottage cheese. So you understand everything. These are proteins that some of them you probably never thought about that had protein in it, like the eggs. Now, if you boil one, we do understand, the yolk, what it got in there. So, but our objective is to, even though it has some cholesterol, but our objective is to, if you have any type of ailments or whatever, is to do this type of stuff. So perhaps you won't have that ailment. We know that eating properly and a proper type of exercise, it's been proven that high blood pressure and all the other type of things, diabetes, eating right can cure that. It just can't. Next thing you can partake in, how about protein shakes, strained cheese, and once again, cottage cheese. Man, cottage cheese is so good. And I had no idea how good it really helped the body. Now, we can go over to something else. Again, it can get costly, but it just depends on the individual. How about plant-based protein? Plant-based. Lentils. I'm still, getting into lentils a little bit. I'm into it, but trying to cook it the proper way to where it tastes right for me. Black beans, chickpeas, tofu, tempeh, quinoa, and I hope I ain't saying this right. If I'm saying it wrong, somebody let me know. Edamame. Okay, How about snacks? Greek yogurt, berries, like blackberries, blueberries, filled with antioxidants. Clean their body out. Again, protein, boiled eggs, tuna packets. Talk about cottage cheese again, turkey slices. Just so much stuff. Beef jerky. But right there, you got to watch the sodium content, because that's all your salt right there. But I mean, I'm just saying, there's so many things that we can do, and I want y'all to go down this journey with me. My target date is, because I'm chilling, but I would say the end of August. So we're at the end of May. So June, July, August, that's 3 months. I know if I walk properly, get those steps in. By the way, steps. You should get at least 8,000 steps per day, every single day. Now, if you have a job that you are walking and you have to walk and all that, whatever steps that you do during that time, don't count. I'm talking about an actual 8 to 10,000 steps. I said 8 before, but I'm stretching it to 8 to 10. So I'm talking about on your own steps. So let me show you how easy it is. So you won't say, man, can't nobody do that. Okay. When you walk out the door, better still, you at the crib. If you got an iPhone or Apple Watch or whatever, press the walk. All the walking you doing up and down the stairs or whatever, you doing that, those are steps. You walk out to the car, those are steps. You got to go back in, those are steps. Then when you get in the car, cut it off. You get to your workplace or wherever, cut it back on. Those are steps. These aren't steps that are included if you're at work and you're doing whatever walking, not those. Then when you get home or if you go to the gym, calculate those steps. You'll be amazed how many steps that you actually walk. But look, hey, this is my time, y'all. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification button. Let everybody know this is our journey together. Our journey, not yours, not just yours. This is mine too. Together we can do it. And then, don't worry about checking how many pounds you lost per day. You can chime in and let me know, in 1 week, I've done this. Just let me know. But I'm going to give you some type of foods and outside of that, or just let you know what I'm doing. I think that'll be better. I'm going to let you know what I eat to get that protein up. But again, this is KD, a real talk with KD, unfiltered. I love you all. Peace, blessings. I'm out.